that maybe haven't received the gift of tongues, haven't received the Holy Spirit. God says in scriptures, if evil parents give their children still good gifts, what makes you think that the Lord will not give you the Holy Spirit if you don't ask? So this is for the people. You might say, well, I don't have the gift of tongues. Or you might say, yeah, I haven't received that yet. Ask God. He will give it to you. Some people think that you have to. Don't get me wrong. Laying on the hands is good to receive tongues when you're led. But when I received tongues, no one laid hands on me. Let me just say that right now. God gave it to me. It was given to me, but I had to take a leap of faith. And it was like, well, let me try. You know, it sounds crazy at first. It might sound like gibberish. If I'm being honest, when I started praying in tongues, I thought I was speaking Spanish. I did. I have stories for days, but yeah, there's people that receive the gift of tongues from laying on the hands. And there's some people, I just asked God, I was like, when I got saved, I thought it was a language that you studied. Every time I think about this, I start laughing. But no, also jokes aside though, I really thought it was a language. You know, like when you learn Spanish or you learn English or you learn different languages, you study it maybe from a book, someone teach you. That's what I thought tongues were. I didn't grow up in a strong Christian house. I didn't grow up in like a Christian household like that to where they teach you stuff like this. No, we went to church sometimes, but we was living lives like hooligans. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, I say this to say, yeah, tongues are given and it's an unknown language, and God is the Holy Spirit is the one that reveals it to you. Ask him and you will receive. If we can ask God for so many things and he gives it to us, what makes us think he wouldn't want to give us his Holy Spirit? Jesus said, it's better that I leave so that you can receive the Holy Spirit. The helper will come. So ask him. You don't have to go to a man or woman of God to receive the Holy Spirit. He gives it freely to you. And of course, you could be led to, like I said, laying on the hands, because that's very scriptural. But yeah, me saying I didn't receive my gift of tongues, no one laid hands on me. I received it because when I got saved, the Holy Spirit baptized me with his Holy Spirit, and I didn't even ask him to. He just encountered me. And that's a whole different story for a different day. But maybe like a month or two later, I started I started hearing people talk about tongues. I was like, what is this thing? And I heard someone say, you have to, something about, yeah, I heard someone say, you have the Holy Spirit. Now speak with it in faith. And I just started speaking. Eventually, you know, it's like when a baby speaks in English for the first time. It sounds like a baby speaking. But as that baby matures into a child, into a teenager, a young adult, a grown-up, they're more fluent in how they talk. So you don't be intimidated if you hear someone speaking in tongues and it's fire and you might be stumbling. It sounds like you're stumbling on your tongues, or maybe you're not as fluent. You might be a babe, you're growing. You'll be fluent eventually. It takes time.